Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Tynisis, and today we are continuing with Virtue's Last Reward. Excuse me, off the bat. So first things first, I've noticed while rewatching some old videos, I've noticed the tone of my voice and the volume of it really does kind of, because I do this. I talk like this, and it doesn't help. So I promise I will try and make an active effort, at least this time, to talk here, right here, into the mic. Hello. That way, at least everything's a little bit louder. But anyway, where were we? We decided to finally take the middle route, which means going through the first room with Tenmyoji. We then got betrayed by him, and I'm fine with that because I always on new routes choose ally. I will not betray unless I am betrayed. So we chose ally, we got betrayed, oh no. There's a bunch of us down to 1 point now, and we just got to the second room. However, some interesting developments with this route. Firstly, the old dead lady is back. Now this is something that happened in the left. Left is over here for you. In the left route. And the bomb debacle is what happens in the right route. So I'm fascinated what's happening in the middle here, that the old dead lady is back. Maybe on the split, it is old lady and bomb. Maybe. We'll figure it out as we go. We'll see how it works out. How does everything combine? We still, 18 hours in, do not have a single ending. We don't. We have nothing. We know nothing. We have a bunch of cutoffs of things we need to finish first before we head back there and finish off that section. So we're set up for all the endings, almost. We just need to learn what we need to learn to do it. So let's get right back into it. Let's continue. We are on the second escape room part of this. I think we are in the laboratory this time with Clover and someone else. Forget who, honestly. I really do. Let's get rolling. Ah. Look at that. Still not a single fucking ending. All right, here we are. Who are we with? Who's to say? We have something on this tray. Oh, okay. We have two of them. And seed. We like seed? What's this thing? Oh, Dio! That's who's with us. Dio. Huh. We clearly need to use the replicator. We got another thing of seed over there. What's this? That thing on the top looks like some kind of industrial strength lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you could use it for cooking, though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation. We are in a lab. Yeah, you're probably pulverized just about anything with something this heavy duty. Planning on putting those seeds in there? I think maybe you ought to hold on a sec. There's some other seeds over there. You think we should check them out first? Okay. You mean these seeds? Okay, what kind of seeds we got? Oh, there appears to be an order to these seeds. Fascinating. Okay, we can't go left any further. What is this thing? Is this a microscope? Tried looking in the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, these 4 holes on top. Maybe we need to stick something in them. Okay. 4 circular holes. So I imagine it's these things. What do we got here? Jays, why is it... 1 second, gang. Every time Every time I go live. All right. 1, 2, 5 breakers. Each liquid is a different color. They look tasty, like syrup for snow cones. Clover's been weird too. She's been weirdly optimistic and joking around, and I don't like or trust it. You insane? What if it's a poison? Then I'll give you CPR. Second thought, maybe I will try one. Well, whatever they are, we don't know what to do with them. So we need to look for more clues. Man, look at these pipes. I think they run down to the breakers underneath. There are handles where the pipe meets. Turn the handle right, liquid goes right. And if you turn left, liquid goes left. And in the middle, it splits. So what's this liquid then? Probably water. What do the numbers mean? Supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe. There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 somethings of water come out the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each breaker gets the correct amount. How do we get water to come out in the first place, though? You could probably just pull that lever over there on the right. Like this. After turning the correct levers, pull down the lever on the right to pour water into the breakers. I feel like it's the first digit, right? Like 30, 30, 20, 50, 30. I feel like we can do it that way because 5, 10, 16. Yeah. The totals are 16. 4, 8, 4, 16, 3, 3, 2, 5, 3, 16. So it would make sense that that would be how to solve that. However, we immediately run into the problem where, oh no, we don't. Oh, this is brilliant. Split and split. That makes 20 go this way. That makes 10 go this way. So that's 3. That means 10 is going this way. So we need split to 40, split to 20. That makes 3 there. That makes 2 there. 40 goes this way. So we need a double split here. 20 and 10. Yep. Come on! Pour the water into the breakers, all the lights are green. You did it! There's a rectangular hole in the wall. Okay, what did I accomplish? Still not sure what any of this is, but it looks like I got these liquids diluted correctly. So what do we do now? I think we need more information. Okay, so we jumped ahead. Looks like there's some other seeds. Maybe I should wait on putting them in the mixture till I have all of them. Oh, really? I found you. Okay, whole, half, multiply divided, thin divided, whole. So we start with whole. Can you use those seeds in the mixer? Hey, you think I shouldn't? No, I mean, don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah. Interesting. Why not? All right, done. All right, I tried the mixer. What do I do now? Well, there's a binder over there on the wall. Maybe there's something interesting in it. Some paper inside. It says DNA extraction instructions. Okay, so maybe I should have read that. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it is done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Yeah, there's so much in those instructions. A binder. Oh, fuck. Hydroponics research. There's so much reading. All right. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinctive color. Cool, we did that. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B and fluid D failed to germinate. Okay. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C. None of the marked seeds. Okay. Okay. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or fluid B. Cool. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay. Dissecting a frog can come later. I need writing utensils. Okay. Where's my... Oh shit, they're down there. I forgot. Well, I just ruined them. Just ruined them. That's fine. Taking notes. So, we've got round. We got round. That's half colored. We have round. That's stripy. We have narrow. That's stripy. We just have narrow. Now, what do we know? The round seeds in fluid B and C, or B and D. So both of these, all 3 of these, can't germinate in yellow. And they can't germinate in cyan. Cool. None of the marked seeds germinated if put into green. So this can't be green. This can't be green. And this can't be green. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in red or yellow. Red and yellow. Okay, so that solves yellow. We know what yellow is immediately. It's the marked thin one. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay, we can actually solve that because we know when the striped seeds okay, because striped is different from marked, right? Because marked includes the half, striped only includes the round striped and the thin stripe. I forgot I have this. So let's do it this way. We've got round with this, round stripe, thin stripe, thin. So we know. Oh, that's not good. We know yellow doesn't work for any of these. And we know cyan doesn't work for the round ones. We know green doesn't work on the marked seeds. And we know red doesn't work on the non-marked seeds. So that leaves us the solution that this has to be yellow. Correct? Cool. When the striped seeds were put in fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, which we don't have marked, only one of them failed to germinate. Which would be this one in cyan, right? That would be the one that failed to germinate. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Okay, so they could mix in both. So, the striped seeds, only one of them failed to germinate. So we know that blue is the answer here. Yellow or blue I don't know. I think that's blue. We'll go safe with blue. It looks like multiple ones can help them germinate. This one fails in 3, but I'm not sure which the third is. So we'll figure that out. We'll do process of elimination. I'm going to blindly say green for this, which would give me, so I'll say red for that. And what's left? Cyan. So let's just hope. Green, red, blue, yellow, cyan. That might be wrong. I'm just process of elimination. Based on what everything else is. We're gonna find out. None of it matters because I can't collect any of the things. Let's try it. Let's go whole. Go whole green. Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. Oh, okay, we're doing it this way. This one's gonna go in red. This one's going in yellow. That's the one I'm the most sure of. That one's going in cyan. That one's going in blue. Ah! You did it, Sigma. You've sown your seeds. Don't say that. Oh, why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, a red capsule. Small capsule. Half of it is red. Has some sort of metal protrusion. Yep, I thought it was worth a shot. Alright, let's figure out what the fuck's happening here. I think it might be the next. I think my next. Okay, that's not me. I'm not going. Okay, it's the words. It's the words. I think that my next step might be in the DNA extraction instruction. Okay. Saline water. Okay. And then give me the frog, too. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Okay. Look, it's Lord Hoppington. Don't give her the name. Aw, it looks like he's dead. Yeah, it's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve that stuff in ethanol all the time. Fair enough, Clover. I am off center. I hate that. Okay, how do I take this motherfucker out? Tray. Nothing on it anymore. Yeah, I'd like there to be. Strange machine. We don't know what it does, so it's probably... Fuck off. Don't leave it alone. What's this? No? Scalpel! Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? No, it's a lion eating the sun, Clover. It's a lion. How are you not kidding that? Oh, what? Sorry. Sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of... What you heard? That's pretty weird. I would like to put the frog on. Oh, why'd they put a speaker here? It's a drain. What's wrong with you? Oh, I see you got the frog there. I need to take it out. Should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. And set the frog over here. Tank collects liquid waste. Ethanol I poured down the drain should be in here. A little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. Thank you. Now to cut open this frog. Sigma, what are you gonna do with that scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? I don't really have a choice, do I? But for Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. It's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It's an ex-frog. Fine, I'll do it. Yeah, well, that saves me the trouble. Thanks, Dio. Huh? Something came out of its stomach. A blue capsule. That did not fit in that. Yeah, sorry, gang. Can I also pour out the roots? No, I'm just taking those with me. Okay. Get back over this thing. Read the thing again. Saline water. And then the ethanol. All right, pour the saline. A funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. All right, looking good. All right, next I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker. Then. Huh, guess they should do it. All right, I'm gonna dip the protrusion on this capsule into this stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all. Oh. Look, screen changed. What's going on? The yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. I don't know. I was just thinking. Well, that thing we just put in had a plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look. There it is. The safe password. Did I just get the hidden code? All right. Time to do the normal one. Whoops. This has been a very easy room that I was definitely feeling nervous about. Okay, looking good. Ethanol. Give me the liquid. Bum-ba-dum. I see something in here. What do you mean something? Just look. It's easier than explaining. The heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine. G is guanine. C is cytosine. T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. Looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Yeah, DNA is made of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairs. Sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. The A is connected to a T, and each G is connected to a C. Each G is connected to a C. Oh, fuck me. That's what it means. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, fuck me. This is gonna take all of my fucking brain power, isn't it? Oh, connected that way. Oh, I'm the idiot. Okay, so we nailed this. Oh, okay. I thought we were connecting where it split, not inside. Okay, we got the code. Let me just get out of here. I don't care about all of you. Moon, moon, moon. Nice and easy. Archive. Moon, star, sun. Hooray. And the even easier solution. Ha! It opened. Awesome. The suspense was killing me. Okay, what do we got here? First is not the Accelavir. The first is not the Excelivir? Yeah, we know what the map is. These are, yep, moon keys. Why are we ignoring the Excelivir? Are these even letters? The heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of it. Language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else we got here? Is that medicine? Say on the label. Excelivir? Wait, didn't Luna say something about Excelivir? You're right. This is it. It's Excelivir. It's a cure for RAD6. Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quick as possible. Let's go! Let's fucking go. 3, 2, 1. That might have been the easiest room we've ever done. No joke. It might have legitimately been the easiest room we've ever done.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
All right, shoot.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we? I was just wondering what it was.
It's a replicator. Oh my god, it's a replicator! There's a name or something. IG replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
And we know what IG means. So it's like a copy
Yeah,
machine.
probably copies IG, whatever that is.
We've opened up one of the endings. Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. This machine must be here so you can make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
It's exactly the
There's
time,
a
Dio.
helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
You don't care. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right? The vial.
Yeah.
Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look at it before.
No!
You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelivir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. May! See, it's written right there on the label. Excelivir.
You really are an idiot. Although I guess
Huh?
in this case, the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Theo slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back
I
now.
don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally. Wait, is that why you took the medicine to blackmail
That's
me?
horrible. You're using Quark's life as leverage.
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be
Yeah?
happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until it started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. Theo would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever.
Yeah, it's nonsense. It's good nonsense. I'm having a great time.
It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine, I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works, but don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
I'll kill him.
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says? Sigma,
Yeah.
you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally and he chooses betray,
I know. I dropped a -1 and meaning I get
but
penalized.
that means
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do what he says, he destroys the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will.
so you're going to
Quark
die
will.
to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
I don't know either. In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already, but they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. This is real simple. If I just choose betray, he has to then explain to everyone why he's mad about it. Fuck him. I don't see what the problem is here. Let him look them in the eyes and say, oh, Sigma broke a promise. And now I'm going to smash the medicine that'll kill this child. Or that'll heal this child. Let him say that to their face. And then let Kay do the superhuman shit that we know Kay can do. Like, it's such an easy solution. I ain't afraid of no Dio. Also, just grab him. He weighs like 20 pounds. And I'm a robot. I don't think I am, by the way. I think it's just my arm. I think just my arm isn't real.
Has been opened. 45 minutes remain until...
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Star Platinum, you know? It's tough. Glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And of course, Clover. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest
They're
of
in
them?
the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
How's he
I
doing?
see.
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
Laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelavir?
Tell him.
Tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
I'll call his bluff. My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Phi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelavir hidden somewhere in there.
The bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover, and they disappeared through the magenta door. Theo and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Just tell Phi. Just tell Phi. Okay then. Guess we should be going
Hold
too.
on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, 1 sec. Dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly.
Yeah, it is a ridiculous request. You're right. You know you're right.
This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it. Mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it.
What do you
It
got?
looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
Cool. Why are they talking about
Not
that?
sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume that the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to a 1-to-6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. 1 to the square root of 1 over 6, sorry. So holy shit. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or to the square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds passed in the real world, a patient infected with RAD6 would only feel as if 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is also known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of power. In a less mathematical sense, it could also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of the virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable RAD6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading in and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creature are the stray cats who had grown fat on plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I do not know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. So is this game trying to imply that we are somehow in one of those underground stations? But again, none of this is humanly possible, specifically because Clover is only 1 year older than the games previously. So she thinks, but like, we would know if she's aged 10 years. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. Damn right, May. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. What's that, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are 2 other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excalibur that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal, it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
I'm getting confused. When was this thing even
December
written?
29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions.
Yeah, it looks real similar, doesn't it?
The newspaper articles, after we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected,
And
right?
maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense.
None of it
Maybe
does.
we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened.
I mean, like,
And whoever had this journal made this entry.
you could say Cold Sleep or Ice 9 or bring any of that up, but like, then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just speculation, but
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic
Yeah.
started, right? And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? Most importantly, why the hell are we... Let me redo that. More importantly, why the hell are we playing the nonary games if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
yeah, you're right. We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
I had barely finished speaking before she took off in the magenta door. Hey, were you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that, give me 1 second. I need to close something. Boop. I'm also hiding. Ah! Where am I? I'm here. All right, where were we? She was gone. Get right up cozy with this mic again. Ah. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. Just tell them. It's got to connect somehow. Because, like, I don't know anything about the third game, but I know that it connects characters from both games.
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi had talked about would definitely need to be addressed. But for the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake. Mine and Quark's. Yes, we do all know that. If the journal was telling the truth, and as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we can keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Excelavir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa.
He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I ever consider letting a child die in my place? Suddenly, my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die, even for a minute, was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do. I'm gonna betray him.
10 minutes. All
Fuck
players,
this kid.
Please, if no vote is recorded.
Looks like it's almost time.
I'm calling Dio on his bluff. I'm calling it.
You two should head back.
What about you?
I'm going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote.
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you gonna do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
Actually, you know what? Let's choose ally. Because if Dio betrays me, then I die and it's a game over anyway.
You see? Doesn't matter
Then we at
if I
least
go into
cut
the
that
EV
ending
or
off
not.
real quick.
My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. All right, take care of
Of
Quark.
course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. If anyone betrays Luna again, I swear to God. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's
Take a
Dio?
look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
Then he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. Probably been worried I might try to take the Excelavir from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray.
Yes.
If I do, Kay's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Ha ha ha. You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Ha ha ha.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Laughing like Freddy fucking Fazbear.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly towards the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes.
No, that's a very
remain
worrying thing to
until
happen. He might
Ambidex
kill her.
Game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot towards the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight. All right, Clover, time for us to go.
Okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed towards the leftmost AB room. Do I accept constructive criticism? Sure. Is it constructive or is it mean? Because I'm all for constructive. Oh, hell no. No, none of that. None in this chat. Luna is the only one who has never done us wrong. The only one. I don't really have a choice, do I? It's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't. You'll die.
Oh, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick
Do you
Betray.
really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you? You got 6 BP too now, right? Dio chose ally and we chose Betray. You'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up.
That is an OSHA-approved worksite. You know what? Fair enough. That is constructive. Fuck, are you correct on that, Turtle?
I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
Construction criticism. Fuck this game. Y'all just chat. I'm having fun. I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is ally. It's the only chance we have to get the medicine
That's
back.
why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran towards the voting machine. No, stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backwards with all my strength. Wow, dude, you hurt a girl.
Ow!
Sorry, guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey!
It's exactly that. It's exactly that. You are 100% correct.
What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die.
Just with robots and COVID. That is also correct. I was trying to think if I should say, but like implicitly. No. Very directly correct. Yeah.
Dio's going to kill you. You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
10 seconds
Thanks. Means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
You know what? Fuck him. Woo! Fuck that guy.
Round
If it
2
kills us all, it
of the
kills us all.
Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the
Yeah, he's said some
warehouse.
pretty cringy shit this whole time.
Thank you for your participation.
Why are none of you showing up? Once again, your YouTube chat just doesn't want to work sometimes.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us, excited, and as he exited his own room. Oh no! Oh no, that went right in my eye. I haven't yet. That is my plan for after stream. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision. You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen Betray if I was in your position.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
We'll find another way, all right? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell
It's
her?
okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him.
It's a comic. It's actually a manga about the card game. So it follows a classic Digimon story, but they're playing the card game. So it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. Oh, please tell me he chose Ally, because then it's really funny. Fuck you, Dio! Fuck you, Dio! But I can't believe Kay and Alice. I can't. Kay actually overpowered.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Holy shit.
Please check your bracelet to see
All right, so
your updated
game's over.
bracelet
Kay just walks out of
points.
here.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry, decided to choose Betray.
So you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of cold-hearted bastard are you?
Jeez.
Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Excelivir in the lab.
And Dio stole it. What? You mean he has it right now?
Nah, I don't have it. Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. Don't! I leapt towards him as I spoke, but I was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, threw it to the ground.
No!
You bastard.
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen Ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Oh, please tell me I'm just gonna beat the shit out of him. Only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was 5.
Hold it.
Why are you stopping
Because
me?
this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't
Look
the
at
time
the number
for
9 door.
Kay? Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he?
No!
His BP is 9.
What?
Suddenly, we were all running towards Kay in the number 9 door. There was a comma in there that didn't need to be there. You didn't expect a character to say my name? It's weird. It's weird to play these games and have like a hard set character. The hell do you think you're
What
doing?
am I doing? Well, that should be
Name's
obvious.
Sigma.
But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action.
He's not wrong.
What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
A fair assumption. Honestly, a fair assumption. Would Dio have been as we know some of the colors. We don't know Quark or Dio's
The
color.
number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AV room.
Did you kill Alice?
She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
Well, we've lost. The door only opens once, so it's over. The larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door before it closed. Oh yeah, Dio sucks. Dio's the worst. Luna found out a bunch of shit about me and went, I still think you're all right.
The number 9 door.
God bless her
has
soul.
closed.
Yeah.
This ends the nonary game. Thank you. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door, escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Kay fascinates me because I never know what he's thinking. Like, I never know what he plans to do with things. It's a toss-up every time. All right, we've lost that round. That's fine. Because now we can go here and choose ally. Dio then hits Dio hits 9, but I think we can beat the shit out of Dio. And like, that sounds more fun to me, personally. We can 1000% stop Dio from escaping. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed towards the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood straight and kept walking. Now here's the fun part of this timeline. Does Kay still betray? He does. And I die. How is there so much left of this chapter? I'm dead.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet.
-1.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Oh, shut up, Kay. Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt the weight, but I stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. Took a deep breath, closed my eyes. Didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, goddammit. I groaned with a Herculean effort, lifted my head, then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle. Whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning through my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last, the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelivir in the laboratory.
And Dio, stole it.
What?
You mean he has it?
We love surprises.
Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you? I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excalibur. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it towards me. I caught it, pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably, Excalibur. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. Held it out towards her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be all right. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
Guess this is it.
First is the Soparil, which put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the Tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll...
Yes. And then I stopped breathing. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxed and followed it. But 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even the death staring me in the face seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for possible solutions. Cut off your arm! How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. There was a way out of it, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Cut off your arm. Then beat the shit out of Dio. Don't have an internal Danganronpa monologue. Okay, so I'm clearly missing something to continue that pattern. Yep, I'm missing something to continue that. So let's see what we've got right now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different 5. Because this one I need a password I don't have. Right now we have 4 different paths that do not have an ending. Yet. This is to betray... Who am I betraying here? Tenmyoji? I'll betray Tenmyoji. We're jumping back to the start. Betray. All right, now we're all the way back. We haven't gone to the laboratory. We don't know Excalibur exists. Quark isn't asleep yet.
You chose betray, huh? That's
It's messed up. What, you said I should.
I didn't say that.
Later, Turtle. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I'll watch it tonight. I'll post in the Discord one, or I'll read it. Post in the Discord when I do.
I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Iggy!
Zero!
No!
Woo!
Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
We're about to announce the results.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
You can't mention disarming yourself? Weird. What hurts me the most is we only get that interaction one more time.
Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock! If every
Tenmyoji should have also picked Betray, or this timeline kind of sucks. God damn it! Okay. Kay and Clover still betrayed Luna, and that upsets me so much.
Here are the results now.
What am I?
I got betrayed?
He chose Ally? Why? He chose Betray last time.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. The truth was, I didn't know what I said that either. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
Why?
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two, and this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
Why? You don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah. I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait,
It's
what?
Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
The hell, Fi?
What, you're gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Yeah, there's been a few instances that he said that, specifically because things have changed when I've changed an answer. Tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. I spun around. There was a whole arc where Fi literally got me killed because I betrayed her in a timeline that I hadn't yet. Fi, what the fuck? But she was gone too. Where the hell? How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seemed to be having some kind of argument as well.
What? Sorry.
I apologize.
But if it only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why?
I can't skip
Of course
this?
we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
And kill them.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to... Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
I'm so sad. Her back trembled as if perhaps she was crying, but I couldn't see her face. I'll fucking kill him. I'll fucking kill him.
Fine. You just wait.
I can't skip any of this. But it's all the same. It's all the same dialogue.
0.
Do.
If I had to guess, I'd... Or maybe... Why?
Yeah. Why am I going?
Alice, that means we...
What?
Bum ba dum bum bum. Yeah, everything. Back to the recap. And it's all the same, baby. Holy shit, it's all the same. Oh, that was great.
Say, what do you want?
Oh, you're mad at me. What, you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly clever.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Man, are you still
What the hell
pissed?
do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was
Yes,
sorry.
That makes it all better, you goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do? Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then. Close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
Fine. Shoved my hands in my pockets, looked around the room. Just
On
you
this
here?
side of the divide.
Yeah, Quark's
Yeah,
hanging out with a dead
Like
body.
I'm gonna tell.
Recorders. Bum ba dum. All right, so this is good because now I still know their shit. I still know all of it. All of this still happens, but now I won't die. I wonder if I can go the same route, picking Dio, doing that room again, and having the option of getting betrayed, but not dying. You know? How are we gonna do this?
Go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about Fi?
You hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yeah.
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you or Fi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you trusted Fi.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in K's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that.
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't
Well, then
anyone
shut
I
the
trusted.
fuck up and let us do our job.
There's one person.
Who do you
Clover.
trust then?
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No, if Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own
Yeah.
vote in time?
If she only has one,
If
then
Quark doesn't
obviously.
wake up by then.
No, this is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
You know, Tenmyoji, you don't really have a fucking say anymore, buddy.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is all right with option C then?
No one objected. Got my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happens, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it'd be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
All right. 6-2 in favor.
Wait, what about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Hay handed Quark to me gently, and I crossed his arms, turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds.
Hurry, Clover. Doors are closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. Got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenmyoji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal doors we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ear. Cool. So it's Clover and I versus the world, baby.
0.
Oh my god, that means I have the option of betraying Quark. Woo! It's really upsetting that the last time I get to do the call and response with 0 is when I betray Luna. Is this a dead end?
Well, there are 3 doors.
So, like, I won't even have my heart in it. You know, I'll just be sad.
But it looks like they're all locked.
Huh. What's this thing? It's got a lever on
Can
it.
you pull the lever?
It's got to be the first proper ending. Actually, I think I had 9 BP before, and Case stopped me.
Oh, yeah.
They stopped me and tied me up.
I can take Quark then.
Really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
Well, I mean, look
Yeah,
at
they
it.
cut off my fucking
It
arm.
looks suspicious. like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had like a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little
Can
paranoid.
you do it?
Fine. Shift the Quark over to one shoulder and flip the switch with my free hand. Treatment center! But if Kay also gets 6 BP because he betrays this time, both of you will leave. Ooh! Hell yeah. You're right.
For
Let's
now,
do it.
Only one of the doors opened.
There's currently 6 people with 6 BP and 3 people with 1. So, see the plaque on that door before it opened? He says something like
Do
treatment
you
center.
think that's some kind of medical thing?
Person infirmary, know this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? Glanced over at Quark asleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have lucked
Huh?
out.
What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they've got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head in there.
Okay.
There's another lion eating the sun. What are
It
those?
says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah.
Damn, no good. It's locked. Take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock this door.
Okay.
Clover nodded and bounced off to the to examine the room. I laid Quark down just outside the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently and turned and headed back to the room. I had some investigating to do. Man, so new episode of Astronaut today. Astronaut is the anime of the dude who starts working as the breakfast chef in a live-in lodge. And he finds out, or the owner is an alien trying to find a key so she can become queen of her homeworld. And he's trying to keep that a secret from everyone. It's a ridiculous show with ridiculous characters. Well, it had a lovely, lovely episode today where for the last 2 episodes, they keep showing the son of one of the characters at school, like, staring at this one girl, and you're like, oh, he's got a crush. That's cute. And they've been playing that up and playing that up, playing that up. No. Surprise twist. He wasn't in love with the girl. He was in love with her skirt because he just wants to wear a skirt. And it was a really nice episode of a little boy just wanting to wear a skirt. And I loved it. And I wasn't expecting it in the slightest. And they did so nicely with it. I just thought I'd share. It was great. Bum bum. What do we got here? Wall clock. Nothing strange here. What? Are you serious? We've been looking at the same clock? Everything about it is abnormal. Really? Well, it looks like a regular clock to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, abnormality number 1. There's no hands. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't have any. What do you mean you guess? How could you miss that? Listen, there's few things that beat a nice skirt. There's very few things. Now, not for me, but I do love a good skirt. And like obnoxious, like an obnoxiously frilly skirt. Fuck it, party. Abnormally number 2. There's some weird green glowy thing. Oh yeah, there is. What is that? This is no way to know without taking it out. Also just like a long flowing skirt. Big fan. Cover, right? Can't get into it. Yeah, and it won't open. Shoot. Well, duh, there's no way it's gonna be that easy. So if we want this green thing, we have to figure out a way to get that cover open. Yep. Abnormality number 3 is that hole in the bottom left corner. Huh, wonder what it is. I think it's probably a keyhole. Oh! Then that means... Wait. Wow, I really pulled out a lot of fucking post-it notes when I tried to slide it under. It hit the floor mat. Just ripped out a pack. Number 4, turn your attention to the other side of the clock, specifically the bottom right corner. What do you think these are? Well, they're 2 slots painted red and green. Think they're for memory cards? Sure look like they are. And I've saved the best for last. Abnormality 5 is about number 4. Look, see where it says number 4 on the clock face? That number 4 is the 5th or abnormality. Huh? It's kind of odd. I mean, this is the 4th clock. Anyway, there are 5 weird things about this clock. Where were you looking anyway? At the clock? Then your eyes must be worse than I thought. All right, that was a long... We did that for a while. What do we got down here? A binder. Tablet. Cool. How to open the pod room. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit blow count hints displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers you select is in a number in the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. One of the numbers you selected is a number in the password, but is not in the right place, that will add to your blow count. You get 10 tries for each password. If you exhaust your 10 tries, the password will reset. Cool. 1 piece for the second password. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Touch the screen, it changes. Okay, so that's not the hit blow one. Well, it said 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second. It means the second password you have to sit through months worth of a TV show. You actually find it in the Egghead arc. Believe it or not, before he fights Rob Lucci. Oh my gosh. Aliens. Pretty sure they're just jellyfish. Aliens. There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's that inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyway. Look at it. It's too solid. It's a tile of some sort. Wonder if we can get it out. Yeah, me too, Siggy. What do we got here? Nice lion. It's a pretty realistic painting. It's a really, really, really real lion. Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy. Looks like he's coughing up a hairball. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. Just trying to eat a hairball? Probably something else. I don't know. There's just a hole there. So we need to put something in the hole. Yeah, I think so. What do we got here, screen? There's a button. Hey, it turned on. Looks like there's something on it. What the heck is this? It says start in the corner. Maybe it's a board game? You have found an image of a board game. Okay. Figure out what the fuck that means. Shoot, won't open. The control panel in the middle of it. Yeah, I think this is how you unlock it. Yep. Ugh. Ow, 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 ow. All right, let's do it. Let's go 4, 6, 8, 9. 2 blow. So let's 1, 2, 8, 9. 3 blow. 2, 3, 8, 9. Back to 2. So the 1 was correct. And one of these is incorrect. 1379. Interesting. Eight, 3, 7, 1. 2 hit, 1 blow. 8, 1, 7, 2. Okay, so the 3 was correct. Or the 1 was. The 8 is not. So it's... Oh, it can't be that. It's clear. 3, 1, 7, 8. Okay. Da, 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 da. 5, 3. Nope. 5, 8, 7, 3. 2 hits. I believe it's the 8 and 3. And the other ones are wrong. So... is it 6, 8, 7, 1? It wasn't 9. It wasn't 5 because that was changed. It wasn't 3 because it would have shown up on the last ones. It's 4 or 9. Yeah. You did it, Sigma. Looks like that was the answer. Phew. I was lucky. Anyway, seems to have unlocked. There was a better way to do that where I start readjusting the numbers while adding new numbers at the start. But I didn't want to get confused, so I just went with what I did. Hola. There's a message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. What does it mean, activation chip? I guess it's a chip we insert to activate the pod. You think? Why are you being like that? This is important. Okay, I get it. We need to get Quark into one of these, right? Now, what does a pirate anime have to do with anything? Oh, good question. Looks like there are 3 pods. From the left, they're pod 1, pod 2, pod 3. There are numbers on them, so you just can't really see them from here. Are we just not going to address 730? Also, they've got handles. Maybe they're opening the pods up. This is a clock. The hands are pointing to 7:15. Sure, you're reading right? Yeah. See the 12? That's the top. Cool. That's all I needed. Something in here. A key? A white key. It's a key, isn't it? A silver key. No key. That's fine. That's fine. No key. That's fine. Well, that one's a chip, not a key. Let me out. You have a spot for a key? Haha, it's open. There's number 1. Well, I guess I'll grab this thing first. Let me into the door. That's number 3. That's number 2. This is number 1. Oh, look. Color change. I think it says something too. Before use, this system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. Treat. Vegetation. Freeze. Vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. The heck is this? Can't put a person in there until it runs its tests. Seems pretty clear to me. What about Quark? Don't worry, we just need to run the tests. Something about treating and freezing a plant? Treating makes sense. He's being treatment pods and all, but freezing? Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? We gotta follow the instructions. Come on, we don't have time to just sit around. Gotta do these tests so we can get Quark into one of these pods. Okay. No problem. No problem. There's a plant. Hello, plant. Oh, you think we use this plant for one of the tests? Guess we could. Something green sticking out of the truck. Oh, well, might as well take it with me. Bum-pa-dum. I have come to deliver you, plant. Okay, put the healthy plant down. What do we do next? Close it. Identifying subject done. Diagnosis subject done. Initiating freeze cycle. Are we not going to lock it? You know, just in case. Whole thing fucking blows up. Or tries to pop. Freezer test complete. Pod opening. Whoa, it's totally frozen stiff. Probably because of your lame joke. Did I say something? Look, the leaves are crunchy. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Ah! Man, what did you do, Clover? It's all broken now. Whatever, just help me clean it up. Huh? It wasn't here before. That plastic thing that was stuck in the trunk was falling out when the plant shattered. Yes, we know what that is. All right, what do you say we put a small child into it? Before use, this system must be initialized. Please perform following tests. Okay, we did it, though. Can we put Quark in there? Seems like a good time to put Quark in there. There's a hand on the face now. Is it a minute hand? Putting to 5 past. Okay. Well, I still have this key. Can't open it? Nope. Well, we got a keyhole. Yeah, use the key. I think you can unlock it right now. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I should be able to open this thing. The hell? The second lid. Yeah, but it's got a hole in the middle. Stick your hand in there. Maybe you can grab one. It's not meat. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. Ah, hot. Shit, this water's really hot. Really? Then these bubbles? Yeah, it's boiling. No way. No jellyfish could survive boiling water. They are aliens. Yeah, we should try to get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. We can get it right under the hole in the lid. Maybe grab it. Move the 3 jellyfish with the... Okay, I know what this is. The fuck? Gotta grab a jelly fast. The heck? Jellyfish fast. The water's hot. This is Ellen. She's a mysterious intelligent life form from the outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here, take it. What if it grabs onto my face and lays eggs in me or something? Come on, it just wants to give you a hug. It's not even alive. It's a thing. Man-made like a toy or something. But it's a disgusting chunk of meat. It's not meat. What is it? Hold on. Pull it out. What could that be for? Yep, fits perfectly. Yeah, I don't think I did anything though. Wow. Wait, what the heck is this? A laser? Gosh, I didn't think there'd be something like this behind that picture. Well, where's it facing? Let's go have a look. Clearly facing into this room, right? I think they rain. Yeah, it's such a baffling. Where it's like they made the test, so they go, it's an easy test. Clearly, we solved it. But like, yeah, you made it. Looks like it's 15 now. Okay. Does any of this help me? Sure. Okay. Ah. I didn't realize there was another plant. Okay, this time the wizard's plant's turn. Because it has the other one. I don't know, for no other reason than they couldn't think of another puzzle. Listen, I'll give them some credit. This is like my 13th escape. Some of it's gonna go stale. Plant was practically dead a minute ago. No way, that's impossible. Like magic. Well, we don't need this plant anymore. It's done a good job. Thank you for your service, sir. Huh? Hey, looks like there's something in here. Must be that thing that was stuck in the trunk. Whoever the treatment was must have pushed it out. Alright, I think we should complete both the tests. I know. Hang on. There we go. He's sleeping pretty hard, huh? Never think he was sick. Guess that soap roll stuff's pretty strong. So what do we do now? How about closing the cover like we did before? Just start the automatic diagnosis. Identifying subject done. Diagnosing subject done. Single human occupant secured. Beginning treatment. You gonna be okay? Maybe we should check the screen. I think it's some kind of readout of Quark's vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. What a relief. Wait. Something else down at the bottom. Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure viral infection. The heck? What was the point of putting him in here? Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says we can alleviate symptoms. Hold on. Let's keep looking. It says more. This symptom is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep state freezes the subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function? Yes, no. The heck is that? I have no idea. Remember the freezing test? Whatever. We need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. What should we tell it to do? Huh? Do we put him in cold sleep? No question. What if he got smashed like the plant? No, it is. Yeah, also, can you imagine going back to Tenmyoji? Being like, hey, we put your grandson in a treatment pod that we did not know a thing about. Also, it asked us if we wanted to freeze him, and we said yes. Did it again. It's another hand. Looks like an hour hand. Only a 4. Can I fuck with it? Four o'clock. 5 minutes past. Okay. Just thinking, maybe this is some kind of password hint. Come on, for the tablet. That's some kind of login screen, right? Yes, so. Well, you need a 4-letter password. We've got the numbers 1 through 4 on the left side of this board game looking thing. I feel like there's got to be a connection. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to start doing stuff. Because obviously it's like you roll 1 and then you roll 3 letters from that and then you roll 4 letters from that and you keep going. You know, I get it's that kind of thing. So let's say it was 3. Nope. Let's say it was 4 at the start. Nope. None of this works. M and H. So is it forward, back, forward, back? What am I doing here? Oh, minute, hour. Oh, minute, hour. Okay. So the minutes were 15. So 1. Is it 5 from there? Or is it 5 in general? Is it? Let's go hour first. What was it? It was 4. Four. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we've got 4:05 on the clock here. But this red fucking laser says 15. Laser has altered the numbers, so now it says 15. Did it say something before the lasers? I never saw it before the lasers. Can I go turn it off? Visual line slides down. Yeah, we don't want it to. Nope. Okay, so it's unimportant what it was before. But we have a red and a green that makes 4:05. But the red over there says 15. So 4:15 should be the answer, right? So if we're going hour left and then minute forward, we're going 0. So we stay at T. 4, LHRU. 1, R. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turb? Turb doesn't make sense. Unless it's 1, 2, 3, 4, R, 1, H. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. But that doesn't work either. Minutes first and then hours back, maybe. Maybe it's 1. If I'm starting on T, if it's 1, it's O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, J. Hours 04. which is B. Am I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I? Should I be this confused, May? You don't know what's going on for multiple reasons. Sick. Illustration of a dice game. Minutes and hours. That's obviously what M&H means. The minutes, if we're going by red, it's 0415, right? If we're going red and green, it's 0405. So if we're starting on T and going 0, it's T. 1, 2, 3, 4 is N. Or sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 is U. 0 is U again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is O. 2 is probably not the answer. If we're going minutes first, 0, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, TC, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, O. TCCO doesn't make sense either. If we're starting T and we're going minutes, 1, 5, 1, O, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, J. And then hours, 04 is another J, 1, 2, 3, 4, B. OJJB doesn't make much sense either. Unless it's, and this is crazy, 1, O, 5, TOBCN, 0, T, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, R. Nope. Almost. It was almost on 2. ONT. T, B, or TN, T, R. Or TU. TNTU. Hunt. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't get this puzzle. I don't get it. You think maybe pieces can mean like pieces in a board game? You remember what it said? Yeah, I understand that. 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. Those pieces. Already forgot? Am I not utilizing these? Is that my problem? Like 1, if 1 starts here and it's going $15 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why? We use 2. And it starts. And it goes hours. I might have been right originally. 1 minutes. 1. Oh. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three. Starting at T. T. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octu? Fuck it, we try it. Worst that could happen. For the shot. I don't fucking get it. There are clearly pieces, there is clearly minutes and hours. Try 0504, right? We start on T. You don't move. Number 1 stays on T. Number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a C. Number 3, T. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. TCTU doesn't make any more sense. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? They gave me a bunch of times. They gave me 4. They gave me 405 and they gave me 0015. And the 15 was in red. So naturally that would make me assume that it would be 415. Right? But if I do that, it doesn't make sense. Because it should be minutes and then hours go that way. And we always start here. So 1 goes 1. 2 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is C. 3 starts at T, doesn't move. And then 4 goes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a U. OCT makes sense as a start. But if it's not octo, minutes and hours. It's just telling me the direction of these. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it is. T U O C. No, that's wrong too. I don't fucking know. I can't think of any other way to do this puzzle. I honestly can't. The fuck am I missing? $4.05, and then that's 15. Clover thinks it might be a hint for the tablet log. Yeah, Yuki's smart. Where the fuck is Yuki? Not saying that you're not smart, but Yuki always has the answer. Yuki might also be cheating. Yeah, I'm aware it might be a hint for the login. I'm aware it might be a hint for the login. Ah! Asking for 4 pieces. asking you for 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we're adding minutes. Maybe it's 420. LOL. Maybe it's BT. Or TUBT. Tubbed. I can't think of any way this makes sense. I can't think of any way this makes sense. I'm gonna look up a no spoiler thing that tells me what I'm supposed to be looking at. No spoiler. BLR infirmary. Not infirmary. What are we at? What is this room? Treatment. So the clockwise, counterclockwise thing, and instead 4 pieces versus 1 piece. Okay. So apparently T counts as a move. So it's not, that's not the starting space. This is start. This is 1. So now I need to figure out what the fuck the rest of it means. Minutes, hours. Minutes, hours. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. I'm confused. I might have been doing this entirely wrong the whole time. Four pieces for the first password, 1 piece in the second. Oh. Here's why I'm confused. I haven't found everything. Because I'm only seeing 2 units of time. But I'm forgetting about these. Okay. Okay. That's why. There are these as well. So 6, 20. $7.15. Do. So let's do it this way now. Memo. Crash. Yes. Start with green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or sorry, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's one of them. 7:15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we'll do the last one in green. 4:05. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did one of these wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This one might be wrong. Because it might have been 25 and not 20. Right? Could have been. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm looking at the letters here that I'm pretty sure I got right, this is the outlier. And if I'm looking around the board, PST, probably the A, right? Probably the A. Okay. I logged in. Okay, so that's the basic one. This is password for the safe. Okay, so that's the easy mode one. Which means there's a hard mode version. One piece for the second password. One piece. One piece. 4 pieces for the second password, 1 piece for the first. Or 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second. And it's still a 4-letter, I'm assuming. Is the second password Luffy? Is there a W in here? No. I was trying to think One Piece as a board game. Like a rook or a pawn or a chip. None of those work. Coin. Still no I. Trying to think of like analogy. You know? I just got to comment on a video while I'm doing this. Yeah, I did. Ugh. Oh. Oh, I do get it. Oh, I do get it. Okay. So it's not, I don't know. Oh, it's my React video. It's always my React video. I don't know why I ever fucking assume it's not. I don't know why I ever assume people comment on my other content. How dare I? Okay, so I get it. One Piece. So we're still doing the same thing, but we're not stopping. So if we're doing what was the first one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're here. That makes sense. Then it was 620. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh, funny, this whole board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. POU? There's got to be a T, right? And then what is it? 504? Poor. Okay. Yeah. Okie doke. So I needed to know what I was looking at, and it was probably solvable. I think that might have been a me problem. Moon, sun, star. Now we get to carry on with the fucking game. I didn't even look. Moon, sun, star. Phew, it's open. Good job. It's twice you opened it. Only some of them have been really good. Some of them haven't, and I think that's, I mean, I don't think you're gonna hit them all when you have fucking 20 of them. I think you need a story to fall in line more than you do the escape room to make sense. And so the room has to be the room that it is. And you just have to fucking figure out puzzles around this style of room. So this is where they got the gun. Okay. Neostigmine. Neostigmine? Oh, does that mean something? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. Can't remember. I don't think it's bad, though. You have any proof? Nope. You let me hang on to this? Sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright. I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. How about I let you take me on a date sometime? Can we get out of here in one piece? Yeah. Cool. Moving on. Sigma, you finally got the exact thing you've wanted. And your response is, neat. You fucking loser. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. Alright, it's a map. We know the map. We know the keys. Okay, what's next? Piece of paper with something written on it. Here's some more AB game rule for you. Yep, we know these. And a key. Like the library? Library was a great room. There's been some really good math puzzles too that I've really liked.
An ambidex gate has 45.
Dio.
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever, we should head back. Head to the door.
Wait!
Chloe's voice stopped me. What is it? Turn to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen. The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Haha, it was I, Dio, the whole time. Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. Stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to be Quark. This was the pod we put him into after all. I read on. One subject released. One subject successfully restored. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. Check the other pods. They were all the same. Whoa, what is all
I
this?
think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
It's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet. So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago, carried to the AB room.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. Count the old woman we found, would be 10, wouldn't it? So we're the 3 pod
Don't ask
people.
me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Doesn't say when they were put in cold sleep
And
either.
this bit, where it says, all...
Wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said yourself, the log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he had deleted a bunch of the data.
Could it all be a trick? All of
A
these
trick?
records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible.
I love how everyone in this game just immediately defaults to, they're lying.
Right?
Huh. No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. The AB gates have opened. We need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was all right in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Get out of the way, cursor. All right, we found the white doors. Another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, this one is right under the floor 8.
Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those? And there
There's
are...
a white, and there's 3 of them, and they're chromatic doors. They're going to be the next test.
I knew it. These are... See? They've got a...
We know this.
Yeah, well, we both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true. So,
We're a pair, right? And who's our opponent? Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote,
you aren't saying we should pick Betray,
Were
are
you
you?
planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I just thought that with Quark's condition, we'd be able to choose Ally and not worried about getting
Oh,
betrayed.
come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
Clover,
So
what the
let's
fuck?
not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding
Wait,
anything.
You're serious? You were really going to pick Ally? Whoa. Hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
Not gonna
Why
happen.
not?
Pi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left though, so I really don't think they'd pick Betray. Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay. Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to
Then
9.
Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, generally the best defensive
But if Dio
choice.
chooses Ally, then Kay would have 9 BP.
Yep.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, it's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope.
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know.
No,
it's
it's
possible.
not.
Well, we can't think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to Floria then. Let's move. Turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Clover, we're not going to kill a child. Or we're not going to betray a child. We will later. We will later. I promise. We will later. For sure. But as it stands, we're not going to betray a unconscious child. Even my heart couldn't do that. I say as if I haven't allied everyone but Dio. And been royally fucked for it. Every time, except Luna, which is why that line's gonna hurt so much. Unfortunately, the line with Luna, everyone dies, so
Clover.
Thank
Yep.
we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping towards me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably.
No, they're definitely safe.
Well, are they
He's
safe
fine.
or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as he finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone at the magenta door. All right, you guys got some explaining to
I
do.
beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know what the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured towards the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
They're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun.
Yes.
Well, then who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured
It's
as
not
much.
really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to Ally.
No, not just. Telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
Ooh, that's a fun chamber. I want to go
didn't see
there.
one in the pantry either.
Haven't been there either. Whatever. You should really probably read it though.
Here are some more aid. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
Get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
All right, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Yes, he would have. He does it every time. Regardless.
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yep.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Excelavir?
No, it's not really that kind of place. Just had those pods and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the
I
pod.
see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't cure the disease. Better than nothing, though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. Quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stopped.
Oh! So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Are we going? Oh, thank God it just teleported us.
What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here at work,
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure?
that's why in the other timeline, when Quark was found in it with his bracelet off, it was Phi that had been in this room. So they didn't discuss it, they just did it.
Aren't you just a little bit relieved?
When they got the message of, do you want to put this into cold sleep, they said yes. And then they didn't tell anyone.
After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed throughout the facility.
10 minutes more if...
Time's
go.
running out. We should get back.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Yeah, actually. Just have Kay open the door and then walk out.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Really? You trusted us last time. Sounds good. Okay, then, Tenmyoji, take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
Hey, fuck you,
I
man.
won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on, we don't have much time. We need to go.
Oh, thank God it teleported us back. I don't want to do the map. Don't show me the map. Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AB room. Sorry, Clove. I'm hitting ally.
Remain.
All right, Clover. Should probably head in too.
Okay.
And then we'll betray the tiny child. And then we'll do it.
Sigma, do you remember what...
Yeah, I remember. You told me we should betray Quark since he might not get another chance.
Yeah. Can I, take that back? I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. Like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. I've never seen Shih Tzu written out. The hell happened with you guys? You two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What?
I
Why?
just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
We'll
Really?
laugh. Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey,
I
come on.
promise. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
All right, fine. I won't ask about it again. Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors,
Yeah,
My
he
name's
did say.
Clover. Just
Yep.
know-
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
Seemed pretty ready to betray him back on 4B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute.
Please, choose ally.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
All right. How does she know that? With that, I turned to face the voting machine. Question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taken into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. Oh, they're setting me up to want to hit betray. On the other hand, what Clover said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely I'd get another chance like this. If I chose betray, I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose.
3, 2, 1.
Ally! Come on, it's a child. It's a child.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Result. Thank you, Ambidex.
For once, I need everyone alive to go through the white doors.
what
For
did
once.
you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No?
Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. Give her a light pat on the shoulder and headed towards the wall where the results would be displayed.
Results from round 2, please.
All right, who fucked us this time? Good. Good. Obviously. We all make it to the next round! That was very smart, Kay and Alice. That was very smart.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet.
So you chose ally, huh?
Yeah, Quark is a kid and unable to vote. Couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. Only did what anyone would have. You guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what was it like? If we'd voted ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote would... Let's say I was a raving lunatic and...
6 plus...
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose betray. I did it to save all our necks.
No, he's absolutely right. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying not to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sounds of the doors sliding shut.
The
New
act of
colors.
livestock, there is the act.
Many times as we want, huh? And that
we
means...
can play the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about...
Yes, they did. Yeah, he did. You guys show me your bracelets? I want to see what colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Okay. Okay, Luna's a 3, a cyan pair. Paired with Phi? Or is that Alice? Probably Phi. I don't know who that is. No, that's Phi. That's Alice. Who the fuck was the other one? Luna and... Oh, Clover. Clover, obviously. Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. Remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio is green, I'm blue. Uh-oh. How are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down on floor B warehouse.
Yeah, Alice told me about them while we were here. I think I've got them figured out.
Lay it on us. How are the groups going to shake out? Phi nodded and began to explain. Yeah, I'm with Tenmyoji and Quark. Pair up with me, Blue, to open one door. Phi and Alice pair up with Dio to open another door. Luna and Clover pair up with Kay to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes, no other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh God, I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Self-burn. Okay, we're still alive.
What should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well...
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. Got a jerk would.
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another as we split up, each team heading in a different direction. They know a killer's on the loose. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ooh, this place is fun. And this is how Alice dies in this timeline. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
You talked to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
It would be the smart thing to do, but no. Apparently it takes an hour per room. Could take 5 minutes per room if you had 8 people. Just an idea. So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then the newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with rad
Yeah.
cells.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Excelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look
Why
around
isn't
upstairs.
Luna collapsing?
You two take this floor, all right?
Okay.
Got it. We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? Got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumb, nail, and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine.
Yes!
I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
All right.
Promise?
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security. We're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering, how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it all started when I met Alice. I told you that I played the nunnery game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We'd just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS and had been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of our investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how playing the nonary game had anything to do with terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing them after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they had thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything. After a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home, returned to our lives. But things didn't go back the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother, since we've gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one. He was in both of the last two nonary games, too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though. So after all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. Couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave. Like run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, he composed music. Plays the harp. Started writing this kind of new agey music. Got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and one day Alice shows up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. Only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again. We were hugging, shaking hands and stuff. Then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right. Now, a terrorist organization is prepping for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We're doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call Espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can kind of do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first nonary game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since that happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she had brought was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. But you think I'm just making it all up, huh? I don't blame you. Pretty crazy. I mean, even I was starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when we heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. Wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nonary game might have been a part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there. He handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei like Seven, another participant from the second Nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Nonary game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which is probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time, it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed. The other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and they had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field mission. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers and use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. Wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where the headquarters was. The director decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. Woo! And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse. Oh. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. Yeah, same. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your powers, I guess. Guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
It was exactly that. Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay, so who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all the other stuff, but this is too much?
Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
Fine, let me rephrase. When are they gonna do
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
it? So you don't know?
No, all we know is soon.
But that could just mean about anything.
Yeah, it could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, you mean they might have already released the
Wouldn't
virus?
that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else heard of Radical
Maybe they're
6 either.
lying.
Really? All 6 of
Well,
them?
if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
They're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna. Guess they are a little
Right?
suspicious. What? What's their
For
motive?
lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a
I heard
pandemic?
it was something about purifying the unclean?
Oh, cool. Genocide.
Oh, unclean, unclean.
What? What are you
Shut
doing?
up. Just hold on. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
She leapt up suddenly excited.
Neostigmine.
Neil, what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
She spoke. She pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah,
Didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
exactly.
Saying you'd heard about this neostigmine stuff
Yeah,
before?
that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You
My
remember?
brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Oh. Sorry, I still
How
don't get
easy
it.
do I have to make it? Ugh. I'll start at the top, all right? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our
Right.
bracelets.
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
Yes.
First, is this over real?
So this is very good.
Yes, you.
Oh my gosh. So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
I'm trying, Clover. So we can just inject ourselves if we get penalized.
Yeah! We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, this is still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like,
The
let's see.
best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
Clover, wait! Clover! Too late. Clover's already in the lift and gone. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. This room's gonna be a nightmare if there's an elevator I have to wait for every time. Bye! Where did Clover go? Bye, can you hear me? Didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? Grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured towards the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door. Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. Get Fi! You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? You're an idiot. You're the dumbest fucking man. Something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. No! Turned back and jogged out the door towards the treatment center. God damn. I just wanted to make it to the 3rd rooms with everyone alive. That's all I wanted. Oh, Fi's gonna die. And I was too stupid to notice it. Sigma is just an idiot. Yeah. Literally no skills for observation. No one's in here. Huh? This is weird. Where's everyone? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod still said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine, guess it's time to look somewhere else. Made my way out of the treatment center. Go to the warehouse. Are you late? Yeah, they're not here. Are they dead in the crew quarters again for some reason? Ooh. They're not in the warehouse either. Yeah, they're dead in the crew quarters for some reason. Or at least Alice is. What the hell? What's going on here? Can't find anyone. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Meanwhile, Fi's dead. Ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No, what happened here? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hands. Looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching across the room, lapping at my hands and legs. What? This can't be real. How could... Hey, Fi got here. In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes. Too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they used to do it. Scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This is how they died, this tiny blade. Oh God, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck as if someone were guiding my hands with theirs, and drew it across my throat. We all succumb to the infection. Every one of us. Okay. We're getting music for this ending for once. A real ending. A real ending. Yeah, I don't think anyone killed anyone there. I think everyone succumbed to the infection. And Kay couldn't kill himself the way the others did because he is in a robot shell. I think that's so he's probably gone off somewhere to try a different route. But what's fun about that is that proves I am at least partially human. Because I too succumbed to it. So it may just be my arm. Maybe. The question is, where was he? Yeah, I think things are supposed to psych you out. Because you learn from the other robot that one of you is a robot. And then you also have a scene where it looks like it's you. Chatting with Golem? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you have another scene where it looks like it's you because white's coming out of your hand. However, that was red that came out of my neck. So, I think I have a prosthetic arm. And it's a fake out that I'm the robot. And it probably is just Kay. It won't let me skip this, by the way. Clover End? That's Clover's ending? We finally got a picture. We got a picture. Okay, what happens here? What happens if we hit Betray? Let's find out. Is everyone gonna kill me?
Can I,
I get to escape.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. You'll know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. Come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your
That's
choice.
as good as saying you chose Betray.
I grinned and headed towards the display.
Results from please. Points have been assigned. Please.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this then?
So there to explain. It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
You'd have to do better than to shout if you wanted to stop me. I was closer. I was almost there. Took one last running leap, slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. The door began to open. Heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. Turned to face him. Sorry. Looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out. Come back with help. I'm not gonna just leave you
Give
all
me
here
that
to die.
shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey, now, don't do anything you'll regret. Door only opens once, you know. You stop me
Give it
then.
Chop!
Just take a step back. Went back around and faced the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. And now Clover's just gonna casually walk out.
The number 9. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit, let me go. Let me go, goddammit. Feels something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had been holding me down. Flailed and kick didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're killing yourselves. Door only opens once. If we
I
don't...
know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine, you didn't leave me much choice.
Couldn't see what happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
Hi, Clover. I'll be here. Getting yelled at by everyone. Don't mind me.
The number this ends. Thank you. As the game is over, escape is not. Please enjoy.
Okay, as easy as that. Yeah, we both could have. But I think their reasoning was, I did it on purpose. She was a byproduct. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, I learned the ending for this. Shit, they're not
Maybe
here.
they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet?
Or
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. You're right. Then UK, Quark, and I are the only people still alive here.
hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but
We heard a noise and turned. Yeah, just reorienting myself.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Okay, right. Okay. So Quark was in the pod. We found Quark. We went to tell everyone, but everyone else was dead already. Then we found Dio in the pod, and we found the bracelet smashed. Okay. The hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I
point.
can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will.
Oh no, shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, if anyone is left, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay.
Oh! Okay, no, we can use the gun to
That's
save
why
them.
they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. No, I can't ditch you guys
But
like
if you
that.
stay here, you'll...
Think I don't know that? What kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? God damn it. This was bad. What was I gonna do? Needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. Had to be a way to save them. There had...
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. Your bracelet also, if you break the rules.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is that means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurine.
Yeah!
I knew it.
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
Open the first lock. Okay. Of course. The
The
antidote.
antidote.
Didn't have time to explain. I took off running towards the exit.
Sigma! Where are you going?
Stay here. I'll be back. Bolted out of the warehouse towards the treatment room. Yes. Yes. We're getting 2 endings tonight, May. 2. Unfortunately, in this ending, almost everyone is dead. But me, the girl who can also see other timelines, and the definite robot. I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. We still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. Dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Aha, found it. Oh. Only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit. Can't see both of them.
1 minute remains until
1 minute? Shit. Spun around and shot out of the treatment center. Is it now going to give me a 2B continue until I learn how to duplicate?
3, 2. Chromatic doors close.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and gave out entirely. Yeah, we know this. These are common symptoms of Soparil beta. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with Turbo Cure. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyelids back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Phi or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was in impenetrable metal. Sorry, Kay. Summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself towards Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. No time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
What the hell did you...
I injected you with neostigmine, a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. The antidote to the muscle
Why
blast.
did you pick...
Can't use the injection gun on Kay. I'd never get through the metal.
Then why didn't you inject yourself?
Guess you got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my
You're
mind.
the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Done any kind of thing to say to someone who's about to die? How about something more tender?
No, screw this. I don't want to live if it means no goddamn way. I'm not.
Her words slurred and slowed and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. Hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. But Kay. Looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open. There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe you put kind of key in there?
You could open up the suit and...
It's been turned. Oh, could he have? It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there
No.
before?
It was empty when I found it.
But what if he lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How'd he gotten it if he... It didn't really matter anymore. What did matter is that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled towards Kay. Kay, wake up! Come on, talk to me! Grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
Just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. Show it on the map. Show him going down the stairs. I bumped into Phi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you, or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. Betting you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran and took the long way back to the lounge so you can enter through the rear door. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Kay, wake up. Something's happened. You pretended to wake up very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Kill Dio?
Yes, your reasoning is correct.
Nope, I'm still Team K. Why?
Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important
He
to
got
me.
his memories back.
I couldn't...
Who did he kill?
The old woman. She
What?
was like a mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
And if Tenmyoji was broken up about her dying, I'm going to assume that Kay might be Tenmyoji's son. Are you saying?
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Well, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time.
Okay, so not actual mother.
There's something I have to tell you.
But she's the woman, so we know about Dio's father. We know about we know about Kay's father and how Kay had tried to build Kay a mom. As a robot, build him a mom. And that didn't work, so he brought in a person who was also working on his research who Kay looked at as a mother. And that was that woman.
I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention.
Okay.
Cannot forget.
Forget? It wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I remember something for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
The fucking milk. Milkavoli.
This will open the second.
The hell? Hey, Kay, who told you to tell me this? No, who are you? Show me. Show me who you are. I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. What? No, that's impossible. The face. It's my face. Felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. The second drug. Tubocurarine. My vision began to blur and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away and my consciousness slipped down to the cold, dark waters of nothingness. That's the Sigma ending, for sure. Yeah. Or the K ending. Keep confusing characters, but he looks like me, so. That's fascinating. Okay, we got that. I mean, we might as well. We know the answer now. Milk? Oh. Uh-oh. So we still don't know it. We still don't know it. We need a second half. Okay. Milk Kev Oli. Yes. But that doesn't really help us. Wait, we unlocked this? Right, because I learned how to duplicate it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Everything's starting to fall into place. You know what? We were gonna do something else anyway. Might as well do it.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. Do you know it's another name? Yeah, probably. Who knows? Ice cream.
And now we know how to solve it. That's it. I've got it. The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin. Oh my god, I've been speaking too much. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelavir was made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelavir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah, we never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it when I was in the lab.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
No, Dio was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. Didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. How do they know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to
Because I'm a
duplicate
Sigma
the
male, you're right.
Excelavir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
And let's make more than one copy just in case, you know? Just for funsies. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, you think you can stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
All right, let's go. Yeah, let's not make one copy. Let's make like 7 copies. You know? And more map bullshit. Bum, bum, bum.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here.
So
See?
this can copy the Excelavir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, all right? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelavir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Excelavir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it
Skip
should...
Just press the damn thing.
Right. And pressed. Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
All right, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly in my pocket.
What
Ah,
happened?
shit. Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah, just one
What
though.
in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it had broken, then we could have just made another copy. Or Tenmyoji could reply if I spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath it. The bomb!
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See?
Held it up in one hand, but it didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
The number 2 bomb? Yes!
Whoa. Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We were all looking for Alice. Could have been any one of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect, is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory.
That's insane! Listen to yourself! There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
Why not? If you were gonna plant a bomb, I don't think you'd worry so much about leaving a child. Tenmyoji was staring furiously at Cave when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
Turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set them? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. See it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess.
Plucked the card from her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot, no dice. Need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything
So what
here.
do we do?
Come on, if I knew, I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain
Oh, I
until
forgot.
all players, if no vote is recorded,
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Kay's voice actor is really good at the,
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but
to what?
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right, so we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Excelivir, head to the Flore warehouse.
Right.
Fast travel. Yeah.
This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hands was the injecting gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated,
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
Unless we're all
I
infected.
believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. Flore warehouse is waiting. I don't remember who's a part of my team right now. Who am I with? Who am I going up against? Oh. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
He stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us, and this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one.
They're just both
too,
gonna pick
right?
Betray.
Since Quark's still sleeping,
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to Ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points. Look, Kay.
I know. You would like us both to vote Ally, yes?
Yeah.
I agreed. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points.
I think you should just agree to both hit Betray.
We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both...
Right. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
He's lying.
1 minute.
Shit, we need to move, now.
Indeed. Shall we?
Right, it's Luna. It's Luna, Alice, and I left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far
Sounds
left?
good.
That settled, we headed to the AB room number 1. Oh, we were a team. Oh, this is great. We're besties.
Thirty seconds.
It's probably a little late to say this. You know Alice is still in the infirmary, so...
Then we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that
Yes.
anyway. I know. Not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, it was kind of like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
I don't remember what
5,
Alice's and my
Four.
points were.
3, 2, 1.
But this is the timeline that Luna and I were paired. No, we weren't.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Yes, agreed.
Results. Thank you, Ambidex.
Now the question is, who fucked over the other person to get 9 points and is going to leave? Because if I pick Ally, that's what has to happen. And if I pick Betray, then they pick Ally and I look like the bad guy. All right, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
Results, please direct.
Good. Good. How? How?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
But how?
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, looked again. No, that's not possible. How can Alice vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. It was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. And we know this conversation.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I watched them all. And yet there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice. The world was gradually going black and my mouth refused to form the words, but my head echoed in questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? Even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. What? What? Oh my God. Okay. We're gonna solve the rest of that next time. Holy shit. I thought I was in the clear. I thought choosing Ally was going to take us all down this. As soon as I saw everyone else pick Betray, I was like, cool. Ally gets us down this route. Wow. Okay. Okay, cool. And with that, we'll call it. I'm going to go here and I'm going to save. Oh my God, just hurry up through the thing. Anyway, I love this game so much. I love this game so much. It's just so fun. And it's silly and it's stupid. It's stupid. But it's also excellent. And we find that we have two. We have two endings. Go us. So I'm very excited about that. This has been great. I'll be back. It depends. If the Leafs win tomorrow, if they win Game 7, I'll be back Sunday. If they lose tomorrow, I'll be back Monday. Because I will need the day to be sad. So until then, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Seconds, minutes, hours, or the entire time. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care of yourselves and those around you. See you on the next one. Toodles.